Chapter 1. The Shark. At the time of the Great Depression, Sydney was home to 1.25 million people, an almost entirely homogenous population of English, Scottish and Irish descent, who were lucky enough in these hard years to inhabit the dazzling harbour, waterways and beaches that for millennia had been the home of the Eora people. An unsophisticated lot, Sydneysiders loved their sport and flocked in staggering numbers to the dogs, the trots, the ponies, footy and cricket. And when the weather grew warmer, they took to the water to catch fish by the Hessian bagful, or to surf, swim and sun themselves at any of the city's renowned beaches. Manly, Bondi and Coogee were the meccas, and entrepreneurs spared no expense to cater for the vast crowds who flocked to their golden expanses. On Saturday, the 16th of November 1929, a month after the Wall Street crash, an estimated 135,000 people, 1 in 9 of the city's entire population, flocked to Coogee to attend the opening of the Coogee Pier and adjacent shark-proof enclosure. The pier had a 1,400-seat theatre, a 600-person capacity ballroom, a 400-seat restaurant, retail shops and a penny arcade. If beachgoers grew tired of the pier's amusements, they could walk to the northern end of the beach, where they would find the long-established Coogee Aquarium baths under a domed roof. The baths were owned by Charlie and Bert Hobson, slick showmen who, to attract the crowds, had installed an electric pumping system that could empty and refill the 50-metre pool with fresh seawater in less than an hour. In summer, it was packed with bathers, and in the cooler months, it became an aquarium where sea creatures were exhibited. The entrepreneurial brothers knew that the public wanted to see sharks, and Bert, a keen fisherman with an ocean-going trawler, had little trouble hooking the monsters that cruised off Sydney in great numbers. Attracted to the city by the untreated waste from abattoirs and municipal markets that was dumped daily into the ocean and waterways. In late April 1930, under the headline 14 Feet of Death, the Sunday Times newspaper reported that a tiger shark, nicknamed Gertie, had been caught off Coogee by the Hobsons and had already been viewed by 5,000 people. The story went on. Gertie loves the ladies, particularly those who wear bright colours. If a girl wearing flaming red, for instance, is amongst the spectators behind the hempen barriers, the shark will swim about the spot for some minutes and then return to repeat the performance. Experiments have shown that no matter how often a red-gowned girl changed her position in the front line of the crowd, Gertie felt the attraction. The Hobsons fed other tidbits to the press, informing them that the shark swam at a constant 2 laps every minute and had clocked up an estimated 1,500 miles, or 2,400 kilometres, since its capture. Gertie was such an attraction that Movietone News sent a crew to make a talkie of the famous shark, with the Sydney Morning Herald reporting, "The microphone was hung immediately above the monster's jaws as it was being fed, and recorded the crunching of the food, the grinding of the hideous teeth, and the incidental splashing." Gertie was the first of more than 20 sharks that the Hobsons caught and exhibited over the next few years. In April 1932, they had 3 enormous sharks in the aquarium at the same time, and nicknamed them Eric, De Groot and Lang, in honour of recent events at the opening of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Bert Hobson fed the sharks at regular times, standing on a low diving board directly above them. Eric, measuring 15 feet 3 inches, or 4.6 metres, was reportedly fed 10 rabbits a day, and on one occasion a sheep carcass was thrown into the pool. The Sydney Morning Herald reporting breathlessly, "In a second or two, half of the sheep was gone."